One of the greatest questions that the human have, it's in their predisposition to have, is who am I? Who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? What is my existence about? Are you your name? Are you your gender? Are you your skin color? A lot of people are like, oh, I'm black, I'm white, I'm yellow, I'm green. Or people are like, I'm from this country, this is me. Like, I have my flag. Ooh. All these things are a distraction. All of them. All of them are a distraction for you to realize how powerful of a person, of a soul, to be more specific, you are. Why do you think that when the British conquered India, the British went in with 100,000 troops, and they conquered a country with millions and millions of people? How did they do that? You know how they did that? Because they made the vast majority of them oblivious to who they are, and they made them identify with certain things. Okay, they made them identify, you are this, you are that caste, you are this caste, you are this religion, you're that religion, you're that, you're this, you're that, woo! They made them fucking, pardon my French, get into these, the vast majority of them, get into this mindset of like, you're tied to this. And what they did was they divided and conquered, the oldest trick in the book. The oldest trick in the book, and that's what they're doing right now with you. That's what they're trying to do with you right now. They're trying to tell you that you are this skin color, therefore you have to stand for this. You're this gender, therefore you have to hate the opposite gender. You are this, you are that. Like, but who are you? Like, truly, like, ask yourself, who am I? Who are you? You are a soul with infinite potential to elevate. You are a soul that is not from earth. And you are a traveler on earth. You are experiencing this simulation. You are experiencing this matrix. You were born on a certain day with imprinted energy to experience who you are and to know thyself, to observe your thinking processes, to observe the electric magnetic frequency that flows through you. You are just not here. You are in multiple different dimensions and multiple different places. It might be scary for you to hear that, but that's what it really is. That's what it really is. Now, a lot of people, when are stuck in their root, in their sacral chakra, and they're operating from a relegated point of view. They start to operate from a state of immense confusion. They start to operate from a state of immense neglect of thyself. They start to operate from a place of fear, from a place of lust, from a place of greed, because they do not think that there is an infinite potential. It comes down to the mindset. Who are you? It's a truly scary question because the vast majority of people look in the mirror without knowing who they are. The vast majority of people, the vast majority of folks have really gave up. The vast majority of people are affiliated with the tangible aspects of life, which makes them neglect. And I don't mean it if you're into fancy things. Look, I'm into fancy things. I don't mean it if you're into flashy things. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is that, do you make that brand, or does that brand make you? Listen to that very, very carefully. Do you make that brand that you wear, or does the brand make you? It's a simple question, but it's very deep. If you neglect to learning who you are, if you neglect to learn the soul, if you neglect to learn how connected you are with the universe, with the cycles of the moon, with the constellation of the stars, with the rising of the sun, you will be very oblivious to your potential. Knowing yourself comes from elevation of the soul. Once you elevate from the carnal mind, you start to look at the simulation that we're in very differently. You start to experience synchronicities. You start to look at a lot of angel numbers. You start to experience that this life is not just about eating, sleeping, and doing your private business. Like, this life is so much more than that. But to get into that state of bliss, you'll have to stop seeking validation. You'll have to stop seeking comfort. You'll have to stop trying to feed the ego. Observe the universe that's around you. Everything is flowing through you. Don't forget your potential. Do not neglect thyself. Do not neglect the wisdom that the ancients have left for you to decode. It's for you. A lot of it is very allegorical / symbolic. But it's up to you to decode these things. If you want to follow the herd, I can assure you that they're going to the slaughterhouse. I can assure you that. If you want to neglect your potential, there is a price to pay. If you want to just fit in and not embrace the special DNA that you have, and everyone has a different thumbprint on Earth. Everyone has a different form of expression. If you want to neglect that, and you want to run from who you are, then there's a price to be paid. I can assure you that. One thing that I've learned from working at an old age home, and I was very blessed to work there when I was very young, was that suffering weighs ounces, suffering weighs tons, and regret weighs tons, and action just weighs ounces. Listen to that again. Regret weighs tons and action weighs ounces. You have the potential. You have the energy that is flowing from within. The answers are within you. Seek, and you shall receive. But if you follow the herd, you will not find yourself. If you follow the majority will leave you astray. If you follow the desire will leave you void. You are a soul experiencing a human experience. You are a soul with so much potential. You have the answers within you. Don't let people tell you who you are. The vast majority of folks in our society right now are a product of other people. They are, the vast majority of people are a product of other people. They don't have their own thoughts. They do not have their own opinions, their own perspectives. They have nothing of that. The vast majority of people don't even know that you are not even your thought. You are not the thought. You are the observer of the thought. This is why most people start to even embody sickness. Because sickness comes from a mind that embodies just every single thought. If you just embody every single thought, you will start to turn sick. Know thyself.